Um, there's a- oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Dawn. There's a lot that goes on in the summertime for everyone, in the sense of celebrations, graduations, vacations, um, you know, just getting out of Father's Day, anniversaries. There's a lot that goes on in the summertime. And every season with Zingular brings new and different and new. And what it is always for me is an opportunity to reset myself um, in my program, but also for personal development. Different times of the year brings out different was a lead and those through. So today when Dawn and I actually we connected yesterday, we connected today. And a lot of times there's different, hey Sherlyn, good to see you, babe. Um, a lot of times there is there's the summer surge. I call it the summer surge, and then but what I'm always trying to avoid for me is the summer slowdown because that is common too. It doesn't have to be common, but when life gets busy, it's like Christmas time. Christmas times, you have cards, you have parties, you have shopping. You just came out of Thanksgiving. You're kind of gearing up for the new year. People are setting goals. It's a busy time of year too. The same applies for the summertime. So I know for me personally, it's been a time I've had to stay close to my support group and reach out to my team and keep myself focused in reference to my own business. And then you throw in something like Stephanie just shared or myself shared, where you have health things going on with family members. Things are seemingly okay, and then two more episodes happen around Mother's Day that totally derails you. Or you have Dawn's situation where she's totally caring for her mom and doing treatments. And, so my point is it's easy to get off track. So I was listening today to Curtis Call, and Dawn and I are just going to kind of feed off each other. But I loved his excitement because inevitably, you guys, every time I get on a call, I get on a training, I get on something, I hear things that bring me hope again. Kind of like maybe where I'm struggling because of vacations and graduations and CIF playoffs and husbands in town from Hawaii and Father's Day and saying goodbye again. And inevitably, I can get off track. And I get on a call, I get on a training, I plug in with the Zingular Crossline sister who gets my head straight again, because that is what it is. It's like I'm human and I'm so very human. And, I get distracted. So I was listening to Curtis Call today, and, people were saying, well, there is no promo going on right now. And a lot of times with Zingular, we do get used to the promos. But the truth is, we forget the gift we have. And I'm going to cover 3 of the gifts that we have here quickly, and then I'm going to hand off to Dawn. But, first of all, our compensation plan is second to none for the distributors. We are a company that caters, number one, to the clients. That is first and utmost. But second, in the world of distributors, you can't beat our compensation plan. No company can beat what we have. And what Curtis was saying, if some of y'all heard that, is that there are other direct sales companies that will reach out to Zingular, to Ryan, to Mark, to Curtis, to Russ, and say, how the heck do you guys do this? That you take 12%, the top 12% of your total sales for that month, and divvy it up amongst your distributors. Very few companies, or where there's not a ton of structure inside our compensation plan, that you don't need another strong leg to balance out your strong leg so that you get paid. So the truth is, our compensation plan is made for us. So really, wherever we want to go with it, it will take us. So that's number one, is just the pay that we have. Number two is our Passport to Life program. That some people aren't motivated by money. Some people aren't. but they are motivated by travel. They are motivated by the free trips, by the trip to Utah, by the trip to, Sundance, to Park City, the Caribbean cruise, Dubai, Founders Club. Founders Club is there for everyone. It's not like you have to be a director or above to get to Founders Club. So, if the monies don't fuel your fire, our travel does. And that's another thing. And then not only that, we've expanded it where there's diamond watches, Rolex watches, trips to the Louis Vuitton store. I mean, I may be making some of it up with the things I like, that by the time I get there, it will be this big trip to the Louis Vuitton store. Tammy Glowacki will be shopping in there. But whatever it is, really sky's the limit. It's whatever your deal is, and so finding out what people's why is, finding out what's going to keep people focused is so very important, So number one, comp plan. We have the top 12% of our sales that goes out to all of us. An incredible travel program that we have, and pretty much wherever you set your barometer is where the Zingular business will take you. Also, in September, there is going to be new coming. New is coming. I don't know what it is, but what I do know is Russ talked about it in the past, and there is going to be exciting new things coming to help us through the summer, because we're all swimming in the same water, So I'm going to let Dawn go ahead and kind of piggyback on that, some of her valuables that she got, and then I'll piggyback back in.
Yeah, I was excited when I heard Russ say, and it, they said it at Zingling, that stuff's happening, and then they're going to release stuff all throughout the year, which I'm excited about. I really wish they'd come back with the Mocha Lean for good, but we'll see what happens. Something that kind of resonated with me in the summertime, and I just kind of tried to think about how to get this pictured with other people, is when kids go back to school in the fall, the first few weeks are a refresher course, because those kids have forgotten all of the stuff that they learned the previous year. So the teachers spend the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe just refreshing. So I kind of thought about that. That's kind of like our business. If you are in the summer months and you're not doing anything, just like those kids aren't, how many handfuls of the kids, there's probably just 10 or so that are probably studying throughout the summer. The rest of them are like, forget this. I'm not doing anything with school, And then when they get back to school, none of that is fresh in their mind. So kind of think of that as your Zingular business, that if you slack off during the summertime, you're going to try to play catch up when this stuff happens. When this new stuff is released, you're going to have to play catch up to go back. And I caught y'all, I'm preaching to myself right now. The last 6 months have been really, really hard for me with what all I've had going on. And I have not been following up. And I find myself, it's easier for me to follow up with somebody that's just asked for information than what it is. I'm on the porch and I'm swatting bugs. It's easier for me to follow up with somebody that's asking for information now than it is for somebody that I have not kept up with that asked 6 months ago. Okay, so keep that in mind when whatever this is that's released, and we don't know, but I know Curtis made the comment that it's going to be a catapult for our business. So I don't know, I have no idea what it is. But if we're not doing the daily dues and not staying consistent, and y'all have heard the priming the water pump or keeping the wheels moving, or whatever you want to call it, if you're not doing something daily to keep it going, it's going to be harder when whatever it is that is released to get it out, because then you're trying to figure out who you got to get it out to and what you're going to do and that sort of thing. So I kind of thought, that coming from school, and the 3 weeks refresher course, that's kind of what our business is. And we don't want to do that. If you just consistently keep doing the little things through the summer, then you're going to have the explosion back when things start picking up, because we all go through slow times. We all do it, and it's not necessarily your fault or what you're doing. It's just the time. It's just people are on vacation. We've got graduations and proms and and yada, yada, yada. So don't think that it is y'all or us, because, I've questioned myself, what am I doing wrong? But if you feel like that you're doing your daily dues every day and you're staying consistent, then you've got nothing to back down from, nothing at all to back down from. And that's what Curtis said, there's nothing that, and this, so think about how you feel. Okay, it's the middle of the month, you haven't had any enrollments, or you've had just a handful of enrollments, or they've all been 8 days, which is what my month's been like. I don't know about y'all's, but my month has been nothing but 8 days, and I don't like it. But just say you haven't had any enrollments. When you finally get that person to enroll, I don't care what it is, how does that make you feel? It makes you feel good. It sets off the endorphins. Oh my gosh. And that gets you rolling because you're happy again. So Curtis made the comment. He said, there's nothing that 5 new enrollments can't solve. So just concentrate on 5 enrollments. And he said, out of those 5 enrollments, spend time with them, develop that relationship with them, and try to see if those are anybody that's going to be one of your next distributors. Talk to them about the business, go back and look and see about the people that keep ordering every month, and say, hey, you like these products, so why not get them paid for? Let's invite some of your friends to the group. Have you talked to any of your friends, any of the girls at work, or at church, or whatever. But we've got to follow up with the business too, but we've got to keep the momentum going, because stopping and starting is very, very hard. It is just relate it to anything that you're doing. And if you just keep doing it every day, it's like cleaning a house. Oh my God. If you let your house go a month and not clean it, how bad do you dread cleaning it? If you just pick up after yourself every single day, scrub the bathroom down one day, then it's not that big a deal. When somebody's coming over, you're not running around thinking, oh my God, I got 3 hours worth of work to do. Stephanie Foreman, who did that when she found out that Mark Walker was coming to her house, because she had to run around scurrying trying to get her house clean. But if she had stayed on top of her house, cleaning it every day, I'm just kidding, because I'm the same way. I've been the same way, so I'm just picking on you. But think about it that way, y'all. Just think about it that way. If you're consistent doing just minute stuff, but it just keeps that ball going. It keeps your feet in the water and not completely dry. And then you're like, well, what do I do? And I'll be honest, I've gotten away from Teamzy, and I sat down yesterday to get started back on Teamzy. And because I haven't done it in so long, it's like, oh my God, I walked away from it and went, did something else, and came back to it, plugged away at it a little bit more. So just think about that as far as going through the summer months on that. But the stopping and starting is very, very, very hard. So Tammy, you got anything else you want to piggyback on that one?
No, I think that that's so true though. And I did like how, I guess, Ryan said, there's nothing that 5, sometimes you guys, I need hope, and I've heard the statement before in other places too. And I always love people where they are, but sometimes it's easier to give birth than to resurrect something of years past. And so sometimes for me, I like how Ryan said, there's nothing in your business that 5 people won't change. He didn't say 25 people or 42 people or 72. I can't relate to that. I can't, but I can relate to 5 or 3. And the point in that is people are looking. Sometimes we forget that. Sometimes I forget that. I'll just own mine, and all it takes is truly you're looking for 2 leaders, 2 strong leaders is what you're looking for. And like he was saying, to listen up, because people are traveling. There's a lot of travel baseball that goes on. There's a lot of summer rodeo events that go on. There's a lot of people vacationing. People need a small second stream of income. $500 is a deal breaker. So it's like, don't cut off someone. Don't forget to listen not only to people who need our products that work, but also for people who need to supplement a little bit so that they can have a comfortable summer, or buy school clothes, school supplies, college tuition, begin to get the Christmas bank up a little bit so that people can Christmas shop. It's all around the corner. So, treat it like it was day one. Treat it was, like it's a new day, and listen for things that people say, because people need it just as bad in the summertime as Christmas approaches as they did before that. Um, and for me, and I'll just speak, um, like Curtis said, do your part. Just do your part. And when you put your head on the pillow at nighttime, you feel good. It's kind of like when you've had a good day with eating clean. At least it is for me. And I put my head on the pillow at nighttime, and I feel good about Tammy. Like I did my part. I did my part. I suit up, I show up for Tammy. I didn't sabotage myself today. The same thing can apply to my business practices, because life can get busy for everybody. So for me, if I just kind of tell on myself, which I will with, certain, well, I did to Dawn. I talked to her yesterday. I just told on myself, but then what that allows me to do is, first of all, she identifies. That's number one. Second of all, we hit the reset button together. Okay, so hit the reset. We're all there, whatever. And then I do some action steps, and all of a sudden it's like a day of clean eating for me. I'm like, I'm back in the saddle again. I'm back in the saddle again. And I have hope again. Another thing on a mentoring call that I suggest people do is, in the past 3 months, 2.5, 3 months, I enrolled 22 people. Go back to those 22 people and just touch base with them. Touch base, because I haven't touched base with all of them. I did on their 8-day and their first few weeks on their post plan, I'll be honest. But did I talk to them about maybe an extra $500? Did I talk to them about that? How much they love the products? No, I didn't. So it's a focal point of giving birth. There is your birth right there, is people who you've enrolled in the past 3-4 months. You're level one. That's giving birth instead of resurrecting something. And not that we don't go back and touch on that, but there's your birth, there's your founders club, there's your trip to Punta Cana. Some people have already earned that trip. Stephanie Foreman has earned that trip, seriously kicking bottom. And others have on our team as well. Alicia has earned that trip. That's freaking impressive. So, but what it is it's staying dialed in, it's staying connected. And I also want to say, you don't have to do it perfectly. You do not have to do it perfectly. It's just like food. If you had a bad food day, it doesn't mean tomorrow's not going to be an awesome food day. If you haven't maybe been as consistent as what you're accustomed to, because life on life's terms has been there, tell on yourself. We're as sick as our secrets. You don't jump out of the ship because you got a little water in the ship. Boot it out, tell on yourself, get an action plan, put some action steps in, and before you know it, the oxygen mask is back on again and you've kicked it up a notch. So that's all I have, babe. Those are my little nuggets, and I'm just speaking to myself, is who I'm speaking to right there.
Yeah, I love it. And sometimes these help us. I mean, it gets us back, our minds straighten back up and gets us back going too, just with the support and that sort of thing. A couple things that I wanted to touch on that you said, that kind of stuff that I've thought about, is your back office is a gold mine. Y'all have heard about it. I went back in my back office yesterday to where I felt like I accomplished something as I looked at Teamsy and was overwhelmed. Went back to my back office and looked to see who's ordered this month. I watched my points jump really, really sky high one day, and I was like, crap, I haven't sold anything, no new enrollments. So I knew it was reorders coming in, and went back, and I had a girl order an ultimate, reorder an ultimate that hasn't ordered in months. I mean, well, almost 6-8 months. Another one that I thought she had just completely fallen off. She ordered a bunch of products. So I went back and I checked in with those people and just say, hey, what's up? How can I help you, or how can I support you? Those are the ones that you want to grab and talk to them about getting their products paid for. Ask them why they fell off. Was because they couldn't pay for it and they didn't have the extra money, you know, and a lot of times that's what it is. Ask them, you know, and then they came into another stimulus check or got their taxes back or, you know, whatever it is. So those are the ones that we need to talk to about the business. And Melissa Adams has always pounded that you need to be following up with the business just as much as you're following up with the products. When these promotions come out, you're blowing out messages to try to let everybody know about the business. I mean, about the promotion, about the products. But, you know, everybody will tell you our products are amazing, but our business opportunity is even better. Our products. And that's what's really, really cool. You know, those ones, I've got a girl that has ordered religiously from me every month since the day that she enrolled in 2018. She's been my best client, but she has no interest in the business whatsoever. I've gone to her and asked her for referrals. She loves the products, you know, but she doesn't care anything about being a distributor or selling it, and that's fine. I've asked her, we've talked to her about it over and over again, and she's like, no, I don't care anything about it. But I've asked her for referrals and told her, you know, after so many referrals, I'll send you a free product of something, or, you know, get something in your brain and start asking these people for referrals. It's no different. It's no different than a friend of yours opening up a real estate business or becoming a car salesman. And that, you know, when we go buy a new car, your car salesman will look at you and say, hey, I'll give you $100 if you'll refer somebody back to me. It's no different than that. We've got to get out of our way and make that a habit to ask these friends for referrals. Just say, hey, this is not a part-time job for me. This is my full-time income, or even if it is a part-time job, it doesn't matter. This is what I want to do, and I'm trying to build my business, and referrals would help me out tremendously. That's weird. My computer just did something weird. It's weird. Hold on a minute, y'all. Y'all there? All of a sudden it starts flashing and then the screen went away. But anyways, so ask for referrals. Melissa Adams does something when she enrolls somebody, which I've got to get my verbiage down and get it into my boards. But when somebody enrolls, if they don't want to come in as a distributor, she tells them that she will give them back their membership fee. And she'll give them back their membership fee if they invite however many people. And I think it's like 200 people. I'm sorry, it's going to get loud. He's putting wheels and tires on a Jeep and he's got the impact wrench going on. She asked for referrals or asked for people to invite people into the testimonial group. And if they invite 200 people or whatever, if they invite 200 people into the testimonial group, then she refunds their money back for their membership. Okay, if it's somebody that upgrades to distributor and when they hit manager, Jody. He's working again. Thank you. I know. Sorry, he got a new Jeep. Let me finish talking. I'll give it back to Tammy and then you can start. Oh my God. Anyways, but when they upgrade to distributor and they hit manager or they get her quick start, either one, I can't remember what she does, but she refunds their distributor fee. You know, if they put in the work and the effort into getting to that rank or to her quick start, then she'll refund the 35 extra bucks. And then if they've added that many people into the group, they get their whole $50 back. So keep these little things in mind. And I'll tell you, I forget about that. I forget about asking for that incentive, but we've got to get the referrals. We've got to get the referrals and we've got to get the incentive to get these people to invite to the testimonial group, because that's going to be prospects for you. If these people never sign up, if they never sign up, never enroll, then these are prospects that are going to go to you. So we've got to get that going. So I had that I wanted to talk about. One more thing, and then I'll turn it back over to Tammy. Tomorrow night, there is another one of the business opportunity Zooms that's going on that Melissa is doing. Stacy Loftus, who else? Jennifer McKinney, Samantha Whalen, which I don't know. She's a goal director. And then Ryan Barson is doing. I put the information in the link in Team Blessed. If you're not invite your prospects to it. You know, people that you've talked to the business about, get them on that Zoom so they can hear what this opportunity has to do, you know, that we've got to offer. So it's at 9:30 Eastern time tomorrow night. So it's a little bit later for us here on the East Coast, but there'll be a recording too. But I would highly recommend getting that out. Go back in your back office and look at those people that are ordering and just invite them to that Zoom so they can hear the business opportunity. So, all right, I'll turn it over to you, Tammy.
Okay, sorry, I had to unmute. Yeah, that's great information. And so I don't know if we're going to have our other training, not us, but Stephanie and Leslie, but we can, follow up on that. So in closing out tonight, you guys, I think we've covered some great material, food for thought, keep it in your mind, and just keep moving forward. We do have promos though this month, and don't forget about them because some people have earned them. They've extended through the month of June. If you get your quick start bonus in 8 days, if somebody signs up 4 people in 8 days, they're going to get $200 instead of $100. That's through the end of this month. Did I hear July 2, or am I making that up? Okay, I thought I heard Tammy Castronovo say that. So they've extended that, you guys. So anyone who gets their quick start bonus in their first 8 days is going to get $200 through the month of July. Also, we have the swag that in fact people are, 1,200 new inception points is going to get you a one of a kind, will not be able to get it again, super cute Zingular t-shirt, and 2,400 you're going to earn the sweatshirt plus the t-shirt. So that's going on right now. That's an incredible opportunity. And then also we have for those, and this I can't speak 100% on, about the manager one, that if people get to manager this month, then, or 2 people get to manager. Dawn, can you speak on that? Or am I going to have to go in and clean it up? Or maybe.
He's still doing tires, but if they get their quick start bonus in 30 days, then they get $150. And I think the manager part is still going on too. Somebody else can unmute. And Kat may know, she's on here.
Because distributors are going to get something for that. If you get 2 people.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Well, that's what I was trying to go back in my share app and look. 2 people, you get 2 people to their quick start and you get $50.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And my phone's being slow.
Well, anyway, we can always put that in. We can always, I'm going to have to go into it too, and I apologize for that. But my point is there is 3 things going on this month, and something's even carrying over into July with that quick start bonus. So Zingular's always doing things to help us, but keep, like Curtis said, it's like when things are launched, even though it may feel as you're pumping the well that not a bunch of water's coming out, but you're doing the footwork that you should be to have the water going in, there will be an explosion. It will happen. So just be ready for it. And those that are prepared will be able to monopolize on it immediately. So it's not all for naught. There's definitely reasons for it. So plug in. If you need, to say to someone, hey, I've fallen off a little bit, or you need to tell on yourself, or you need, time just to say, hey, I'm tattling on myself. For me, every time I've done that, it's allowed me to take another step forward, because in 9 years it has happened, it has happened. But just telling on yourself gets you out of it, and you can action plan, and then 3 or 4 action steps, and now you're back riding again. So thanks for the great training topic tonight, Dawn. If you want to finish up, or if anyone else wants to say anything, maybe words of encouragement that you guys, anything that of what you're doing to keep yourself in the saddle.
I just want to say that I have, in fact, gone in and, we all get cold message from all kinds of different people in different businesses. And I had one girl ask if I would join her Zoom for Mary Kay. And I said, I absolutely will join your Zoom for Mary Kay if you will invite 200 people into my testimonial page. And she did it. And I did not join the Zoom until I went through Dawn and said, just let me know when she's hitting 200. I had a girl that refused to do the business, didn't want to do the business, had great results. I said, that's fine. She was getting to the point where she was going to need her Accelerate. I said, if you invite 350 people into our testimonial group, I will send you a free bottle of Accelerate. She did it, and then she became a distributor. So, I mean, there's all different things that you can do out there. There's so many people that cold message you. And I say, yeah, I'll do this, or I'll post this. I posted a selfless tanning or sunless tanning lotion for somebody if she invited into the group, and she did it. So, I mean, take advantage of any opportunity that is given to you that at the time you think, I'm not doing this because it has nothing to do with me or I'm too busy. It really isn't. I sat on that Zoom for 30 minutes for Mary Kay. They talked. I didn't have to take part in anything, but I showed up for that person. So, that's where just things like that are what I've been doing, because I've been here, not as long as some, but I mean, I've been here over a year, 15, 16 months or whatever. And I'm through my warm batch of people. And so, I'm going through and I'm getting rid of people off my friends list and resending new friend requests out to people that have not made any contact with me or don't respond when I send birthday messages, and just keep the fresh blood coming.
Absolutely. I love that. Yep. And
Yeah.
and think about it. How many times do you get invited to a Pampered Chef party? And I was kind of playing off what Stephanie said. When we get invited to those Pampered Chef parties, go back to that person that invited you and say, hey, look, I'll be more than glad to invite my friends to your Pampered Chef party if you'll invite your friends to my testimonial group. So, just try to, just play off of stuff like that. They don't have a problem. I had a girl with Mary Kay, or not Mary Kay, but oh crap, drawing a blank. Ava, no, it was Mary Kay. It was Mary Kay. Anyways, I sent her a friend request. She looked like a cool person, and she immediately sent me a message and invited me to her not her testimony, but her page, and then said, I'll send you some samples. And I said, okay, yeah, that'll be fine. I'd love to have some samples. I never got the samples. She said she mailed them. This pisses me off, but she said she mailed them. And then we got to talking about the program. I invited her into the testimonial group, and I did. I sent her some samples of trim sticks, and I don't know what else I sent her. Zing, maybe. I think I did, because I had an 8-day that was open. I never got her samples. She said she resent them, and I never got them. But anyways, it is what it is. But, stuff like that. It doesn't hurt to do those type things like Stephanie was talking about. Everybody's trying to earn some extra money somehow. And if you can help them out, then so be it. So I love that. I really do. I love that.
Yep. Well, that's all I got.
Yep, that's all I got. I want to congratulate Stephanie. She did win her Founders Club trip, and she also has won both of the sweatshirt and the hoodie, or no, sweatshirt and the t-shirt, hoodie and the t-shirt. God almighty, I'll get it out. It was a slow month for her, and it just, we got her head back in the game, and things started rolling in. So, and that's what it takes. That's what we're here for. And if it's not your upline, don't go down to gripe, because that's not what needs to happen. Go to a sister line or go to your upline. We're all here. We've all been through it. And sometimes it just takes talking it out to keep motivating and get the ball rolling. And somebody's got fresh ideas too, y'all. What's not working, we got to change something, because what's not working for you is, let's reevaluate it. see what's not working. So, but yep, that's it for me. I will put the information in the, no, we'll actually go back in the Team Blessed group and look for the Zoom for tomorrow night with Melissa and get your friends invited in on that. That's going to be amazing. It's got Jennifer McKinney. And if y'all didn't hear, Jennifer McKinney's got 530 something Founders Club points, y'all. 500 and something Founders Club points. That is friggin' crazy. So anyway, sorry about the noise, but yeah. So yeah, let's get on that Zoom tomorrow night. I just want to hear Jennifer talk. I just want to hear her share her story and that sort of thing. So it's tomorrow night at 9:30. And then Stephanie and Leslie's Zoom should be at 8:30, I think is what time they usually have it. So it should be clear. So
Yeah.
All right. Anybody got any questions or anything? All right. Well, thank y'all for jumping in. And this is recorded, so I will have the recording as soon as I can get it uploaded.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good night,
everybody.
y'all. Y'all have a
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank